Wilmington City Council votes tonight whether to pay PPD an incentive package worth more than $120,000. Now, Pender County Commissioners this week approved a package worth nearly $4 million for a seafood processing company planning to move here from New York.
And these are just the latest examples of local governments using tax money to boost business. Justin Smith takes a closer look in a WECT investigation.
When it comes to economic development, groundbreakings get all the attention. But for business recruiters, it's the final stage in a long process that most people don't see.
You got to get down in the dirt and you got to wrestle and you got to work together. And when you hear the word no, that's when the sale begins.
And often that sell involves incentives. According to public records obtained by WECT, over the past 5 years, local governments paid companies more than $7 million to locate or to expand existing businesses in southeastern North Carolina. New Hanover County paid the most, nearly $4 million, followed by Bladen with $1.6 million, Columbus at just over $1 million, the city of Wilmington almost $700,000, and Pender County at nearly $200,000. Although Brunswick County recruited businesses like this Coca-Cola distribution center, it didn't pay any incentives, but that's about to change.
That's great being in Brunswick County.
Governor Pat McCrory recently announced manufacturer Lee Controls is moving from New Jersey to Southport. Later this month, Brunswick commissioners will vote on incentives for the company worth up to $85,000. Our investigation found that sometimes companies don't actually get paid as much as outlined in the contracts. That's because, as Bladen County economic developer Chuck Hustis explains, the incentive payments are based on performance.
You have to sign contracts saying I'm going to create a certain number of jobs and I'm going to invest a certain amount of money. And then, as you perform against that commitment, you get the incentives.
Hustis stresses incentives don't initially draw a company to a community. An area has to have the right real estate, the right infrastructure, and the right people.
So at that point is where the incentives kick in. And at that point, you can lose the project if you don't have the correct incentives. So it's kind of like a tiebreaker.
But some question if those tax money tiebreakers are worth it. Hustis explains that in Bladen, the county always comes out ahead. For example, if a new company pays the county $100,000 in property taxes, its maximum incentive would be $75,000, leaving the county with $25,000 it didn't have before, plus new jobs.
We compete with China more than we do with Columbus County. So it really doesn't matter if Columbus County and Bladen County decide they're not going to do incentives, because you're still competing with China or Mexico or maybe a European country for that investment.
Now, if you want to know more about how much your county paid in economic development incentives, be sure to visit our website, WECT.com. We're going to post all of the documents that we used as part of this investigation. You're going to be able to see those contracts between the counties and the companies, and in some cases, even copies of the checks. Reporting live in the newsroom, Justin Smith, WECT News.